Alif Lam Ra. These are the revelations of the book, a Quran clear in itself and clearly showing the truth. Again and again will those who disbelieve wish that they had been Muslims. Leave them that they may continue to eat and enjoy themselves, and that hope for a long, easy life distract them from considering their main duty in life and considering their end. In time, they will come to know the truth. And we did not destroy any township unless it had a known and recorded decree. No community can ever hasten on the end of its term, nor can they delay it. They say, O you on whom the reminder, the book of advice, warning, and instructions is sent down, truly you are a madman. Why do you not bring down the angels to us if you are truthful in your claim? We do not send down the angels save with the truth, for a just reason and with wisdom, not to satisfy vain caprice or curiosity. And once the angels are sent down, the matter is decided, and then they are allowed no further respite. Indeed, it is we who send down the reminder in parts, and it is indeed we who are its guardian. Certainly we sent messengers before you among the communities of old. And there never came to them a messenger, but they did mock him. Thus do we cause it, the Quran, to pass unheeded through the hearts of the disbelieving criminals. They do not believe in it. For certain, the pattern of life of the sinful peoples of old times has already passed. Even if, as a miracle to convince them of the truth of God's message, we opened to them a gate in heaven and they kept ascending through it all the while, they would say, our eyes are but spellbound, rather we have been bewitched. As evidence for a people open to belief, we have assuredly set in the heaven great constellations, and we have made it, the heaven, beautiful for those beholding. And we have made it secure against every Satan rejected from God's mercy, excepting one who listens by stealth and is pursued and destroyed by a shooting star clear to see. And the earth, we have spread it out and set therein firm mountains, and caused to grow therein of every kind in balance and proportion, and in a measured quantity. And we have provided means of livelihood therein for you, and for those for whom you do not provide, such as beasts, birds, and fish. There is not a thing but the stores for its life and sustenance are with us, and we do not send it down except in due, determined measure. And we send the winds to fertilize, and so we send down water from the sky and give it to you to drink and use in other ways. It is not you who are the keepers of its stores, under earth. Surely it is also we who give life and cause to die, and we are the inheritors. It is we who remain after all others have passed away. And well do. We know those of you who have gone before and those who are to come later. And your Lord, he will surely raise to life and gather them together on Judgment Day. He is all-wise, all-knowing. Assuredly, we have created humankind from dried, sounding clay, from molded dark mud. And the jinn we had created before, from smokeless, scorching fire penetrating through the skin. And remember when your Lord said to the angels, I am creating a mortal from dried, sounding clay, from molded dark mud. When I have fashioned him in due proportions, and breathed into him out of my spirit, then fall down prostrating before him, as a token of respect for him and his superiority. So the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together, but Iblis did not. He refused to be among those who prostrated themselves. God said, O Iblis, what is the matter with you that you are not among those who have prostrated? Iblis said, I am not one to prostrate myself before a mortal whom you have created from dried sounding clay, from molded dark mud. God said, then get you down out of it. Surely you are one rejected from my mercy. And cursing is upon you until the day of judgment. Iblis said, then my Lord grant me respite till the day when they will all be raised from the dead. God said, you are of the ones granted respite. But until the day of the appointed time known to me, i.e. the last day. Iblis said, my Lord, because you have allowed me to rebel and go astray, I will indeed deck out as appealing to them on the earth, the worldly, material dimension of human existence and the path of error, and I will surely cause them all to rebel and go astray. Accept your servants from among them, endowed with sincerity and faith and your worship. God said, this path of sincerity and faith is a straight path that I have taken upon myself to lead to me. my servants, you shall have no authority over any of them, unless it be such as follow you being rebellious against me as you are. And for all such rebellious people, hell is the promised place. It has 7 gates with an appointed group of them for each gate. The God-revering pious ones are surely in gardens and water springs, and it is said to them, enter you here in peace, perfectly secure. We strip away whatever there is in their bosoms of rancor and jealousy, which they may have felt against each other while in the world. As brothers face to face, they take their ease, on couches raised. No sense of fatigue ever touches them, nor are they ever asked to leave. Inform, O messenger, my servants, that I surely am the all-forgiving, the all-compassionate, and that my punishment, it is indeed the painful punishment. Inform them about the guests of Abraham. They presented themselves before him and bade him peace. Abraham said, we are apprehensive of you. They said, do not be apprehensive. We have brought you the glad tidings of a boy to be endowed with profound knowledge. He said, do you bring me glad tidings when old age has overtaken me? Then how can you bring me such glad tidings? They said, we have brought you the glad tidings with truth, so be not of those who despair. He said, who would despair of his Lord's mercy other than those who are astray? He said to them after that, what is your concern, O you heavenly envoys? They said, indeed, we have been sent to a people who are all criminals. Except for the family of Lot, we are surely to save them all. Except his wife. About her God has decreed that she shall be among those who stay behind and are destroyed. And when the envoys came to the family of Lot, he said, you are people unknown here. They said, no, do not be afraid. We have come to you concerning that which they have persistently disputed, the inevitable consequence of their way of life. We have brought you the truth, and we are most certainly speaking the truth. So, set forth with your family in a part of the night, with yourself following them in the rear, and let no one among you turn round, but proceed whither you are ordered. We made clear to him that decisive decree, that the root of those sinful people was to be cut off in the morning. The people of the city came rejoicing at the news that some handsome guests had arrived. Lot said, they are my guests, so do not put me to shame. Have fear of God and do not disgrace me. They said, have we not forbidden you to offer protection and intercede for anyone in the world? Lot said, here are my daughters, whom you might lawfully take in marriage, if you have to be doing something of that sort. By your life, O Muhammad, they moved blindly and wildly in their delirium of perversion. The awful blast seized them at the sunrise, and we turned them, the sinful towns, upside down, and rained down on them stones of baked clay. Surely in this are signs, lessons, and messages for those who can read the signs, so as to understand the inner meaning of things and events. They, the traces of those destroyed towns, stand by a road that still exists. Surely in that there is a manifest sign for the believers, for the truth of God's decree and the way he enjoins, and the call to it. And the people of Al-Aika were also wrongdoers who associated partners with God. So we inflicted our retribution on them, which they deserved, and both of these sinful communities lived by a highway plain to see. And most certainly, the people of Al-Hijr denied the messengers by denying the messenger sent to them. So we presented to them our signs, including miracles, and sent our revelations, but they turned away from them in aversion. They hewed out dwellings in the mountains, feeling themselves secure against any calamity. But the awful blast seized them in the morning. All the wealth and power that they acquired was of no avail to them. We did not create the heavens and the earth and all that is between them save with truth, meaningfully and with definite purpose, and on solid foundations of truth. And the last hour is surely bound to come. So, overlook the faults of the people, O Messenger, with a gracious forbearance. Surely your Lord is He who is the Supreme Creator, the All-Knowing. And indeed we have granted you the 7 doubly repeated verses, and built on it the Grand Quran. Do not strain your eyes toward what we have given some groups among them, the unbelievers, to enjoy in the life of this world, nor grieve over them because of their attitude toward your mission, and lower your wings of compassion and protection for the believers. And say to those coming to Makkah from neighboring towns, surely I am the plain warner, against a punishment to be sent down, just as we have sent down on those who make divisions, those who have broken the Quran into fragments as they please. So by your Lord we will surely question them all about what they have been doing. So from now on, proclaim what you are commanded to convey openly and in an emphatic manner, and do not care whatever those who associate partners with God say and do. We suffice you against all those who mock, those who adopt some deity along with God. In time they will come to know. We certainly know that your breast is constricted by the blast things that they say. But glorify your Lord with his praise. Proclaim that he is absolutely above having any partners, and that all praise belongs to him exclusively. And be one of those who prostrate themselves before him regularly in the prayer which strengthens their humility. And continue to worship your Lord until what is certain, death, comes to you.